Never fear. It's always a problem. It's always a problem sometime. What are you doing? His eye terrors for just north. Looking back 2 months. Put on Asagao Academy. I'm still on Rose again today. Huzzah. It was the fashion show that Hannah caved. She rushed into her dorm room and found my stash of alcohol. It wasn't that she wanted to get drunk. It was that she couldn't handle it. She didn't think she was going to even handle it. So she was wrong. She was a good way to cope. But at that moment, the responsibility that suddenly thrust upon her, the alcohol emerged from the heavens as if the hands of God. She only can't take her first sip. Oh, what? This is disgusting. We were drinking for the taste. Make first 1 can, then 2. You know how much drink to have an effect. We were drinking before, but they all seemed to need 3 or 4 cans when they started getting tipsy. 53 cans before she went up and realized the room was all blue before her face. Ah! She moved her head left, right, then tilted from shoulder to shoulder. I feel... My head feels so heavy. Oh, I should be speaking this out loud. I should be thinking. Maybe I'm trying to break this from the gnawing anxiety that's still quiet or something. I think it worked. Show the clock. 12:40? Let's show 1, 2. Shook her head. How's she going? You stood me from back to the floor. On the floor. Okay, going. The pressure may be on my knees. Don't worry. I do better this time. Shoot again. This time more carefully. It took a second for her head to catch up to where her body was, but when it did, her mouth was fine. To the fashion show. Saw some issues in the theater. This can only end horribly. The back room was very dark and buzzing people. Mostly tall, beautiful students in a rainbow of high fashion ensembles. The idea was something from the main room of the theater, reverberating in her already dazed head. She looked around nervously for Jared, hopefully with her words, for her boyfriend before going out on stage. Oh, her should already be fine. She could only assume he was too ashamed of his face to even be backstage. Oh no, over here. She was the BB Cox. Holding up a makeup brush and started shooting from a BB Cox to the board and tried to look important. You're late. I'm sorry, I... Pretty much quickly grabbed Hannah's hand, raised her over to a brightly lit vanity mirror that was swimming with makeup. She put a thick gloss to her lips and that she instantly wanted to wipe off. The other students behind her in the mirror, some passing their mouth, very poised, other ones are coolly side over each other's outfits. It was a happy end. Prepared. How'd it go? All finished. In the mirror, constantly applied a tasteful, natural look, looking on makeup that to her slightly flushed face. Well, Constance looks really good. She cut her face away from her as she spoke, and she spread the light blush on the right side of her cheek. Last thing she needed was seconds to keep from disaster beat out of her current blood alcohol level. Affirmative. Need help you get this out. Alright. She stood up carefully, steadying herself on the vanity. Me was across the room, helping a tall neck on the bluey story green dress. I took a deep breath and walked over. Me's face clicked on the side of her. Alright, let's see. I feel bored searching for her name. Hannah. Alright, here you are. She arrived without clothing up behind her. Head over the dress, picking out a bright, wooden magnet. That's my dress? Me's first, I'm gonna prove it to policy action. JPL, especially for you. You said one with your hair. Hannah gulped. We all do a Jared in the relationship, but his taste is totally within one of them. Alright. Alright, we'll just be walking in 5 minutes. Will we change here? It was full of people. This time Shan machine made sure to emphasize the patient tapping on her foot. Now. It was a way for the people possible before adjusting down to her underwear. She charged herself as much as she could with one arm as she slowly stepped into her dress, already starting to heal under her. Into the back in the ward around the face full length mirror, and suddenly made her stomach turn. She stared at herself, mouth agape. Neckline plunging all the way down to her chest. The dress was fitted and the bag punched at her feet. Itchy and way too long. She sucked in a deep breath. Oh yeah, and Hannah? No glass on the runway. He snatched her glass by off her face before she came back. But I can't do without my glasses. Just say why, you can go see mine, can't you? In her current state, that was questionable. Reaching back to a large rack of shoes. It's just as too long I had to wear heels. Sooner I should put a silver pair. Horse long. 1 inch is too much for heels in my opinion. Just saying. Here. I didn't look them over. But I wanted heels. I don't even know if I can. Tears down her eyes. She just really had the back. Not wanting to ruin makeup while staring with puffy eyes. He faced off for a moment, but then she frowned. So I thought he wanted me to get a shirt for her dress. She huffed and left. Hannah sat down on the floor, careful not to ruin the dress. She put her shoes on and welded to her feet, feeling like a lady dress standing for the very first time. Oh God. Two deep breaths and steadied herself with the wall. Hannah, you can do this. You just have to focus. Who's trying to hire? No one. I mean, myself. Time to get in line. May I assist you? Check his arm. She had on the other stage where a line of girls and guys were waiting for their turn to walk on. Here you are, Hannah. Hannah sighed as she left. Pausing fell on her chest. She clenched and unclenched her fist to try to steady the nervous tremors and kept it to her fingers. Had to walk. Well, walk, turn around and walk again. That didn't sound so hard. She took a deep breath and concentrated her mind on Jared. He thought she could do it, then sure she could, right? I was shorter and shorter, and finally, she was next. She had a flutter of her step confidently on the stage. Just a blue, Sakine tuxedo lit up as soon as the bright lights of the stage hit it. She was there from behind the curtain, especially against the brightness. She scanned the audience carefully. Are you, Jared? Without her glasses, it's hard to see. Luckily, she didn't have permission to sell the paper bag that night. She only knew it was Jared in front row. She threw a burly bottle like Sash and PVG. She asked it, but it was short-lived. Fucked. So I tasted her from the shadows, and some more purposely beat. She was suddenly bathed in blinding light. She let the audience increasingly line and held its club. She one foot in front of the other, tried to just be nothing a fool of herself. As she walked down the doorway, she glanced to where Jerry was seated. He had to give her a thumbs up. Just gave her a tiny surge of confidence. It must have helped because she made it to the end knowing that instant. The light came across her face as she paused and struck what she was not pleased to be closed. Tears ran out again. She ran the story back. She gave about halfway. We had hiccups. To the rock, but it happened again. Don't be so wrong. She had probably hiccups. They correctly or maybe her footsteps to our collar dress. So whatever, she went down. It happened in slow motion. The ledge was closer to her face. Hannah started to catch herself. She squeezed her eyes shut. She fell, smashed her face against the floor. Gas surrounded like ghosts. She felt collagen from her face. She tried to stand up and fell again. This time, on her knee. Again, she tried to stand and fell. No matter how she tried, she could not stand again. She stared at her hands on the stage, eyes fluttering. Her hands! She moved them out and pulled the shovel across the Cadillac with a slinky horse down. That was fun, but for the everything that made it not. Here it is, the next girl stood up from behind the curtain. She was greeted with silence by the staff. She with her clothes back in the back room, staring at her with a sly expression. She didn't say anything, so Helen went her their arm, and she stood with quivering. Someone let them what? Someone let them their arm. Someone let her their arm, and she stood with quivering legs. She realized now how much strength they had. Must have been afraid. She must have been very afraid for them to limp on her like this. So the other chair set her down. She stood there for a while, looking at her hands until even the baggy sparkles. Hannah, are you okay? She nodded silently. Why are you wearing Aiko's dress? She couldn't understand what he was talking about. She was absolutely swimming from the mixed alcohol and embarrassment. Aiko's dress? Yes, Aiko's shoes dress. Who put you in that dress? All at once it hit me. It hit her. She also really was standing. She was gone. You're telling me this isn't my dress? No, Aiko's been telling you. Besides, I never chose that color for you. He took Hana's showing hands in his, kneeling down to look her in the eyes. Turned her head away in shame, but George only turned back with a finger under her chin. This is blue. Pity from him after her eyes. This is going to be the highlight of the show, and the important piece of the whole collection. I thought if you wore it, maybe you can see how beautiful you are. I thought you could see yourself the way I see you. Owen wasn't telling her what Mimi did, but then shook her head. I tried to sabotage her, but she knew that her own poor sister was ultimately the reason she found stage. She had to be honest with him. She needed to complain. Jared, I'm drunk. I blinked at her. God, that explains. Why are you drunk? You know you drank. Don't. I'm just so scared. It's a one half little, but I think I had too much. How much do you drink? 3 cans. Anna, you're tiny and a woman. And you have no tolerance, and you're not used to the effects. I know, it was stupid. Tipped at the back of her eyes. Jared shook his head. No, I didn't mean... You told me it was such a big deal for you. But I wanted to help you, and you said it was beautiful, and it was such a big deal for you. Shh. Jared pulled her to a hug. Is this okay? Not too much PDA? Hannah shook her head. This is fine. I can do this. Thank you for doing this for me, Hannah. She nodded to his shoulder. But why is it such a big deal for you? He pulled away from her, looking her in the eyes. Guess all this is there was no, don't you? Thing is, surprise! It's Christmas pasta. Hello, YouTube. Little showed up out of nowhere and made B was right for Hannah, terrified through her. If you found out that she was drunk, her child's charge would be in jeopardy. As the Addison saw you fall, you were right, quite painful. I'm fine. She held her breath, too terrified to speak, suddenly self-conscious of her every action. Only she could get a hold of how she was moving. Then it would be apparent, right? She asked Jared, who was looking at Chris with as much fear as she was. I had to do a quick check-up on your leg, just to make sure. He went down and found her tweaked her ankle. Did you feel anything there? No. His head shot up, and he gave her a very strange look. Then do you feel this? Tapped awkwardly. No. He gave her a sharp look. Speak to me again. She kept her mouth shut and shook her head. Chris put his head next to her, looking eye to eye with her. What is your name? How do you know? I see. He was away from her. And he was like alcohol into the school. She froze and stared at him, eyes wide. I can smell it on your breath. What? What should she do? She couldn't tell him it was mine, but if she said it was her scholarship, it's also so sluggish. She's trying to hold on to wet rubber balls, but dropping them into a muddy stream. She should not going to tell me. She drew a deep breath. It was... I did it. Joe stood next to Hannah, and her jaw dropped open. Jared? I did it. I'm sorry. Mr. Pasta frowned. Jared, I'm going to the headmaster's office. I know what kind of situation you're in. Go straight to your room to sober up. Shall I cop anyone else on the way there? I don't know that they'd be as lenient as I am being. He looked regretful for a moment, then. You sure you're under so much stress? She hopes to see me. There are healthy ways you can want to deal with this. Tears filled Hannah's eyes, but she said nothing. Well then, come with me, Jared. Jared shouted one Hannah's look, but it was not what she expected to see. He seemed angry, he didn't look sad. Instead, he seemed urgent, as if he were saying, get out of here. He wasn't even worried about himself. Hannah let the tears from her face and stood from her chair. If she left out of the back door marked quickly, she could make it in time. She entered the room without incident, but as she walked in, shut the door, she collapsed on the ground. She was so tired. Why was she so tired? I rushed to Hannah's side. So, who the rest is again? You okay? Hi. Jerry got in trouble. What? Tell me what happened. She told her about how Jerry took the fall for her and for Hannah, Her tears make it difficult to talk. Jude? Did that? For me? Did you? What did you do? I don't know. Look, you don't should be thinking about this. I'm not sure there's anything we can do. She actually how about the album and let her to her bed. Don't worry about anything. She had her full glass of water. Drink. Hana obeyed. Good. I'll sleep this off. Sure, by the time you wake up, things will have destabilized themselves somehow. I nodded. I helped her into her PJs and she called into her covers. She was so tired. Her eyes were so heavy. She just wanted to forget that this all happened. Zora, I think she's answering. She talked loudly as somebody shook her head. Oh my god. Stuff went wrong because some fire I tried to turn normal functioning. It was nausea, but it was burning for an hour she's never experienced. Gosh, you hung over. Right. Okay, wait. There. That's the door. She pulls some clothes, making each look careless enough so she's looking further. Yeah, curious, you got some mirror, open the door. Hana. Jared. So I did it. Why do you take the blame? Hell, permutation. You're gonna get in so much trouble and... It's fine. Houston and I made up a story that Asagao called backstage to cope with the pressure for the show. Said that's why I didn't perform in the first place. Does anything about you or any other students? I still got a show, but because of my permutation, they're mostly laying aside. But why? You were in trouble, and I don't know, I did an impulse. Guess I wanted to protect you. And I did. She could tell this about weak out of the bag, but as her own anxiety faded, she noticed how lethargic he seemed. She left the hallway with him and shut the door behind her. What's wrong? She felt like it was bothering me. Is it obvious even through the bag? I don't think it was obvious, but he sighed. Let's go for a walk. They stepped out in the light air. She remembered how, just a few weeks earlier, she was out on another night, running from Jared in fear. It was then that she found out he had a terrible secret. Now he was going to tell her another one? They watched in silence for a while. Jared had his hands in his jacket pockets. She managed his hands were warmer than her own, but she was glad that her hands were cold. He shouted at her from patting her head. It's about my family. I might have mentioned that I was raised in a lot of the sisters' Japanese arts. That's true. My family's well known. Well, you'd know. But it isn't non-Bobber. Sorry, Shiko. She stopped in her tracks. That is Shiko? In the name of... The Shiko School of Sisters' Japanese Arts, founded in 1644. We've been around for hundreds of years. Pioneers in traditional forms of dance, calligraphy, fire art, kendo, and yes, tea ceremonies. National School of Sisters' Japanese Arts and Artists. It was known primarily as the Institute. Holly's parents talked about it all the time in the shop. Mom wanted to get into class there and even saved up before she got sick. Her dad always looked to those inspirations when raising the flowers place. Each spring, when the new designs came up, the name floated around the dining table for weeks. And she would see a pair of fresh and bloody Suso standing right before her. Your biased be spirit ever be tamed by institution and distinguished by name? I know. She was going to say white. As you would expect, being raised in such a history, I was expected to carry on without a name and not besmirch her reputation. Birth kind of ruined that, though. Sorry, your last name is Nambama? He nodded. My father took a mistress. My mother took her name because she was never going to have his. My father died, and Mom, through a series of events, was incorporated as the head of one of the branches. The excited was behavioral enough, eventually accepted and allowed to run branches of the school. If not the whole thing. I'll be rich, we'll be set for life, we'll have this fame and prestige you deserved, probably realized by your husband's or lover's family. I think, to her, is what she needs to feel like she'll see him again after she dies. Right? So it's a lot of pressure. But it's been hard my whole life. And when your nursery follows me, it's not too hard. But it can be demanding. Failure is intolerated. Loss of image is intolerated. I don't think I've ever had a true fan to coming here and be in the Normables Club. It took years to convince my mother to let me come here. Only the prestige of the academy saved me. I was to have fun here. All ceremonies and shows did, all the tournaments and announcements, even my girlfriends. You guys are sheepishly. Sorry. First time maintaining an image was half work and half fun, but now I got so the other one on that. So let's skip the last guy. How's going to call my mother, and she's going to find out. Maybe she'll be able to keep it under wraps. I don't know, it could be very scary. Ruthless even. But definitely got around school. And from there, well, maybe it's just ruined. Besides, it's weird, I've worked for my entire life. So 17 years to keep this up, I couldn't tell if I hated it or loved it. But now that it's ruined, I feel sad. I miss it. Dude, you feel like such because of me? Hey, stop. I'd tell you this to make you feel bad, but... well, now you know. Here his arms. She could tell he was smiling under his bag. It's cold. What do you say we go inside? They turned the girls' door, making their way slowly to Han's room. She didn't know what to say. The truth of Jared's upbringing, the entirety of what he sacrificed was placed to blame. It was too much for her to process. This definitely wasn't making her head any better. They reached her room and Jared shuffled awkwardly. Then I guess... She put her hand in her mouth. She felt really weird. Her head was getting worse. So was burning even more. You okay? Hand on her forehead and looked at her with concern. I feel... oh no. He pulled her by the arm, sprinted down the hall. Hold it, please hold it in. He thought that Jared apparently threw her into the stall, just in time. Jared gathered her hair in his hands. She always seen him out of before. Ah, isn't this nice? Ugh. Jared chuckles quietly. Forgot ourselves since one hell mess, haven't we? He turned it over her back. She was embarrassed, horribly embarrassed, but was also beyond the point of feeling that embarrassed. She just wanted it to end. As they won't hate me now.
What?
Well, now I pretended to be right because it was perfect, and now that I'm not. Is that true? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it turns out, won't it? He chuckles again. I don't like to admit it, but I'm scared. When Howard was done, she skipped her out of the bathroom and cleaned herself up. It was horrifying that he saw her like that, but at the same time, she was more practical with what he was going through to worry about something so comparatively small. It was so much for her. What made seeing her throw up a big deal. She washed her mouth out and brought someone's toothpaste before turning to the hall. She was waiting for her in front of the door. So I guess it's goodbye now. She's already sheepishly. Thank you. No, I should be thanking you. Yeah, since I met you. Without you, He stopped himself. Anyway, thank you. He turned left. I watched him go. Drop me in the face when his interrupted stomach. To the room, let's get very exhausted. I turned over in the bed to look at her, but instead of talking to her, she smiled. I also looked back at her, and she turned over again. She probably knew that I didn't want to talk about it. She threw her pajamas and climbed into her bed, trying to think of ways to help Jared. Her relationship with his mother seemed so difficult. If her father was like that with her, there's no way she'd be able to do anything. When she hears because her father supported and cared about her so much. Even if his mother had those limitations, didn't she know they were unreasonable? Maybe it was naive of her, but she thought maybe she could talk to her honestly and tell her how she felt. But then, didn't even do anything? Oh, chapter 4. Alright, next time.